Alex is now a hurricane. Find out how strong it could be when it makes landfall a little bit later today into tonight. And South Texas gets its wish. It looks like Alex will make landfall in Mexico, but Texas still needs to watch and prepare. And this is one big reason why we're expecting a lot of rain. Discover how much of it could fall and what other possible threats Alex poses right now on First Outlook. And good morning, I'm meteorologist Jeff Morrow. Of course, all eyes on the Gulf of Mexico for Hurricane Alex. That's right, the first hurricane of the 2010 Atlantic season. Now, here are the latest points that we want to make across here. We do have a hurricane. Hurricane warnings continue from La Cruz, Mexico, all the way up to Baffin Bay, Texas. And our next advisory is out at 5 a.m. Eastern time from the National Hurricane Center. We'll see whether they move those warnings, because it looks like right now the center of Alex is going to go in over Mexico sometime later on today. So let's go ahead and take the very latest look at it on the satellite picture here. Boy, you can really see the center of circulation. And look at those thunderstorms, that bright red, that spiral here kind of kinked around the center. Starting to congeal around the center, an indication that we are getting a strengthening hurricane at this point. Wanted to show you some of the spiral bands of showers and thunderstorms starting to rotate toward the coast. Now the center is still down here off the bottom of the screen, but here's some of those northern bands, and this is why we say even though that center is moving into Mexico, it looks like we're going to get some of these bands from the hurricane pushing toward the coast. Here's Brownsville, McAllen, Harlingen here as well, and here's South Padre Island right here, and you can see this latest band with heavy rain about ready to move in. We'll see a lot of this coming in as we head through the course of the day today. So flooding is a real issue, not only along the coast, but a bit farther inland as well. The projected path now taking it into Mexico. We've taken the U.S. out of the cone. Now the strongest winds will probably be moving into Mexico here, and we think it'll probably make landfall late today or early this evening with winds up to 90 miles an hour. It's still a possibility this could become a Category 2 hurricane, but that's not to say that the effects won't be felt a little bit farther north. Again, you can see all of our tropical cyclone models, the computer models that we often depend on to give us an indication where these systems are going. They're all pointed directly into Mexico here, so it looks like that's where Alex wants to head. As far as the hurricane warnings that are still up, we still have warnings in parts of the Texas coast. We'll have to wait and see here at 5 o'clock whether the Hurricane Center maybe cuts those back just a bit. But again, as these spiral bands come in, we could still have some very gusty winds along the coast. All right, so let's give you the bottom line here. Alex is now a hurricane. Landfall of the center is expected in Mexico, but impacts will extend north of the border. The strongest part of the hurricane is staying away from the Gulf spill, but they're still feeling some of the fringe effects